Hello, this is Ryan Bembridge at the Mortgage Business Expo in London, and today I'm joined with Chris Flowers of Pure Retirement.
Morning.
Morning. So Chris, why has the equity release market become so popular in the past few years?
Well, I think there's numerous reasons for that. The first thing I would say is that the client demographics are such that clients are looking to fund their retirement. The average pension pot being only 30,000, the clients are turning to the biggest asset that they actually own, which is their property, to release funds to be able to enjoy their retirement, maybe pay off an interest-only mortgage. So they're using money, which is locked up in the property for various reasons. And I'd probably say the second reason for its popularity is that we've seen such entrants into markets such as Legal & General, and we've already got the likes of Aviva, and they're actually driving down the interest rate. So whereas in the past an interest rate may have started with a 7, you can now get rates sub 4%, so it makes it a lot more attractive to clients.
Do you think it can get much cheaper than it already is?
I don't know. When someone said to me at 5%, will it get any lower? I said no. Right. So, I think probably we have bottomed out, but you never know. As more entrants come into the market, it may mean that, as lenders, we have to change our products and reduce the rates, but that's only going to benefit the clients in the long run.
Okay. What challenges are advisors facing in this market?
Okay, I would say that there's a lot of challenges. I would say the first one is actually getting in front of clients. I'd say historically, equity release has had a poor name. That's due to historic problems, probably in the 80s and 90s. And still advisors, when they're seeing with clients, have got to overcome that hurdle first and foremost. And I think at the moment there's a lot of changes in the market. Interest rates, as we mentioned, are at an all-time low. But that means that there is a lot of change and it's keeping on top of all the information. And I also think that we're trying to encourage more advisors to come into the market, and it's just being able to signpost them to know where they can get that further help and support to help them grow their business.
Where can they?
So that's great. So there's the Equity Release Club, so there's L&G Mortgage Club, there is the Equity Release Club, the Premier Equity Release Club, all lenders, so we all offer online webinars, etc. And places like today at the MBE, where they're able to come and see. There's probably a handful of the lenders here today that they can get information from.
All right, fantastic. So where do you see the future of the equity release market going?
Gosh, that's a very broad question. In a nutshell, really briefly, I can see it only going one way, which is up. So last year it hit 2 billion for the first time in its history. This year it will do at least 3 billion, maybe 3.5 billion. Right. We expect this market by 2020 to hopefully be at least 10 billion. But when we put that in perspective of other markets, such as the standard residential mortgage market, that's doing in excess of 200 billion. So it's still only a really small market. So it's got the potential to really grow. But to do that, we need more engagement from advisors and lenders as well.
So what does Pure Retirement offer that's different in the market?
Okay, so Pure Retirement's now been running for 4 years, or maybe just over. In that time, we've firmly established ourselves as a niche player in where the clients want to release the maximum from the property. We also have what we call a fees package, so the clients can get additional monies from ourselves to help pay for the setup costs. We've also recently launched our online portal, so advisors are now able to go on, produce their KFI and also submit the application online. I think that's the way we see the market going in future.
What about kind of getting rid of the no negative equity guarantee potentially to make things sort of cheaper?
Yeah, a lot of people talk about that, and I would at the moment say a lot of clients like that security. If we were to remove that, it would remove the barriers to a lot of the product issues that we have. But then at the same time, being an advisor for myself for 4 years, I generally find that clients like that peace of mind, that knowing that whatever happens, they'll never leave a debt to the estate. So I think it's maybe a dangerous thing that we do have to, that we would look at. But then there are products that actually fall outside those guidelines and do that. So you are finding newer products that do offer that.
Like hybrids.
Exactly, that just don't fall under the Equity Release Council's badge. Yes.
Right, thanks very much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Pleasure.
Cheers.